Part of why I wanted to make this video is because I get a lot of comments on my videos, and some of them just break my heart because PCOS can be hard, especially if you're trying to get pregnant. And when I read some of the comments and I see that some people are just really down and starting to lose hope, I want to tell you not to lose hope. I promise you, don't lose hope. Every little thing that you're doing is going to matter and it's going to count. And what you need is that resilience, and you also need to be consistent in whatever routine or regimen you've come up with. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you some of the supplements that I'm currently using to manage my PCOS. Welcome to my channel. My name is Grace, and on this channel we are all about the mom glow up. So I share self-care tips for the busy mamas out there. If you're not new to my channel, then you probably found my channel through one of my PCOS videos. And just a quick recap about my journey with PCOS. I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was in college, and I was about 19 at the time. And it was just a roller coaster of emotions. Years later, when I got married and I was trying to get pregnant, it was super difficult, and it took about 5 to 6 years before we eventually got pregnant. This was after trying fertility treatments that didn't work, and then deciding that we wanted to go the natural route, and we worked with a naturopathic doctor. And in that journey, it took about 18 months of just being consistent with the supplements, with the lifestyle changes before we got pregnant. So it is a journey, but it's one that I hope that I can inspire you to take. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the supplements that I am currently taking to manage my PCOS symptoms. Yes, I had the baby, but PCOS doesn't just disappear. So there are just some things that I'm doing to manage my health, and I wanted to share some of that with you today. And I think some of these supplements may actually be beneficial to you, whether or not you are trying to get pregnant, but just managing your PCOS symptoms. So we're going to jump right into it. So someone in the comment section asked me about different supplements, so I'm going to do my best to share with you everything that I use. Some of them I'm using daily, and then some of them I'm using as I go. I have a lot of supplements to share with you, and herbs and teas and things like that, so grab yourself something to drink. Right now, I am actually drinking spearmint tea, and I have a video about this. This is very good for you if you are someone who is experiencing excessive hair on your body or your face, wherever. This is going to help with that. So, yep, cheers. So let's move on to the first supplements that we're going to discuss today. This is one of my favorite ones. It is magnesium glycinate. So magnesium glycinate is going to help with regulating your blood sugar, which is super important when you have PCOS, and especially if you have insulin resistance. If you have insulin resistance, this type of magnesium is key. And you have to make sure it says glycinate, because there are different types of magnesiums out there. Another benefit of using magnesium is that if you are someone who experiences anxiety, you feel like you get anxious a lot, or you are experiencing a lot of stress, then magnesium can definitely help in that regard. So magnesium glycinate, according to this, says that it supports cardiometabolic, neurocognitive, and musculoskeletal health. The thing about magnesium is that it is actually a precursor for a lot of the things that are happening in our bodies. A lot of the reactions that are happening in the body to keep us alive and well have magnesium linked to them. So like when you don't have enough of it in your system, then of course things start to fall apart and not function in its best form. So you definitely want to grab something like this. The second supplement that I like to use is ashwagandha. My husband likes this as well. This is really helpful for it's good for hormone balance, but it also helps calm you down. I feel like ashwagandha, as well as something called holy basil, which I don't have with me right now, they are adaptogenic herbs, meaning that they will help your body adapt to stress. So if you're just someone who has high levels of cortisol and you just feel like you're super stressed out, and you feel anxious all the time, or you are struggling with going to bed at night, maybe try adding some ashwagandha to your regimen. Cortisol is the hormone that is released when you are stressed out. You want to decrease the amount of cortisol that you have in your body, and ashwagandha can help you with that. Alongside this, if you are not a tincture kind of girly, you can consider getting the tea. This is the ashwagandha tea bags. Again, all you need is just one of these in a cup, and then you can sip this before you go to bed at night. One of the things that my PCOS girlies may experience is super heavy blood flow during a period. And shepherd's purse is something that I use when I have super heavy days. I haven't had to go into this in a while, so I've only used it to about right here. But I haven't had to use this in a minute because things are starting to regulate just from being consistent with my medication. However, if you are ever in a jam and you feel like your period is just excessive, the cramps are too much, and the clotting and all that stuff is just super intense, then I would say you should definitely have shepherd's purse just in the home so that should you need it, you can always go to it. So I always have shepherd's purse. Thank God, thank goodness, thank Jesus. I haven't had to use it in a while. I make sure that I have it at home because it is super helpful. If you're enjoying this video so far, I would really appreciate if you like this video, and also let me know in the comment section below if this video is helpful and what other questions you have for me, and I'll be happy to answer them in future videos. Another supplement that I just added is this Ritual Essential for Women vitamins. I know that it's good for you to just take a good multivitamin that kind of has a little bit of everything in there. But the thing about it is that a lot of the vitamins out there have so much fillers that I was just nervous about introducing something else into my system. So I felt pretty good about Ritual from doing my research. This is not sponsored. I'm paying for all of this stuff. So just so y'all know. And this one has vitamin D in it. It has vitamin E, folate, vitamin B12, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin K2, and boron. So it has a lot of essential vitamins in them. I'm also taking additional supplements that are already in this capsule. So, but again, this is one that you should definitely check out if you're looking for a good multivitamin. This is the Ritual Essential for Women multivitamin for 18 plus. The next one that I want to talk to you about is fish oil. This has EPA and DHA omega-3 in them. I love this one. I can't use any other fish oil because those pills are huge. I can take it for like a day and I feel like I'm choking. I just feel like it's just stuck in my chest and it's not going nowhere. And that's just discouraging because then I'm not going to take it after that. But these ones are the easy to swallow pills. You only need 2 of them. I'm going to show it to you just to show you how small they are. They are so tiny. They are small. I feel comfortable using these. Any other fish oil, I can't use, not because they're not good, but because I can't swallow them. They're just too big. So omega-3 fatty acids is going to help you with reducing inflammation. This is really good for cardiovascular health, which is something that is of concern to women who have PCOS. So just taking care of your heart, your cardiovascular system with something like omega-3 fatty acids is essential. So definitely grab one of these. The next supplement is Megaspore Biotic Probiotic Supplement. I really like this probiotic. I almost immediately felt the effects of using this. One of the things that's important for, when you have PCOS is to make sure you are taking care of your gut. Your gut health is so important, and I know it's like a buzzing word right now, but it is for real. Like, taking care of your gut is one of the foundations to just feeling better and reducing inflammation. The food that we're eating and things we're putting into our bodies honestly just truly affect us. So making sure that your gut is healthy and is feeling supported with a good probiotic is essential. For this probiotic, it does have a protocol that you have to follow. When you first start using it, you have to take 1 capsule every other day. And then week 2, you would take 1 capsule a day. And then by week 3 plus, you're taking 2 capsules a day. So you have to build it up. If you don't do that, you have the risk of like having like tummy aches. So I would suggest that if you do decide to use this specific brand, then make sure you're following the instructions on the bottle. So now we're going to move on to some of the teas that I truly enjoy and find super beneficial for PCOS. And the first one is raspberry leaf tea bags. These ones are really good. I found this actually at Walmart when I was at Walmart, and I love raspberry tea because it is just helpful for toning your uterus. It is going to help with balancing your hormones and also help with irregular periods. So if you're one of those girlies that are having super long periods, consider adding something like raspberry leaf tea into your regimen. Drink it at night or sip it throughout the day, and just see if you start to feel some sort of difference from using it. It would be something like this. I've had it as a tincture and I've had them as tea. Sometimes I just prefer teas, for those days when you just want to be cozy. But if I'm in a rush and everything's just quick and fast, then something like a tincture would be helpful because you just kind of just put it a little bit in your mouth based on the directions on the bottle and you're good to go. So definitely consider some red raspberry leaf. The next one that I want to talk to you about is spearmint. So you can definitely grab this if you are someone who experiences hirsutism or if you experience excessive body hair growth and you want to get rid of it. This spearmint is going to be your friend. It's going to help with decreasing the level of androgenic hormones that's in your body, meaning like the testosterone, if they're too high, those kinds of things. It's gonna try to bring it down for you, and those are the things that are inducing, excessive hair growth. So if you feel like the sideburns are sideburning a little too much, or the mustache, or you have hair under your chin, definitely start drinking 1 or 2 cups of this a day and see if you see a difference. And then couple it with something like you can make this yourself. Some girlies sell them on Etsy, but I make these myself because it's just way less expensive. But you can make some sort of facial oil that has spearmint essential oil in them, and you'll be able to just open it up and just rub it on whatever area, if it's the mustache, is it the sides, wherever it is, and just rub it on it, and you should start to see a difference. Something to know, spearmint does smell like mint, so maybe you want to use it at night before you go to bed. That way you're not smelling like mint during the day, if that's something that you're concerned about. But a combination of this is super helpful for just dealing with hirsutism. The next and probably my most important supplement is Sensitol. Sensitol is a combination of myo-inositol and D-chiro-inositol and something called ALA, which is alpha lipoic acid. And this is super beneficial for me. This is going to help with regulating your period. It's going to help with insulin resistance, improving egg quality. So if you are someone who is even considering doing IVF and you want to make sure you are producing high quality eggs and that you are ovulating, things like that, then you definitely want to make sure you have Sensitol in your routine. If it's not Sensitol, there's something that combines myo-inositol and D-chiro-inositol. I think that's probably one of the most important supplements that I have found helpful for me. And I know for some people, they don't like it because they react to it. So maybe try different brands. It may not be the inositol that you're reacting to. It could be maybe there are fillers in that brand that you're using that's causing you to have that reaction. But if you, out of all these supplements, I truly really feel like myo-inositol, D-chiro-inositol is super important for making sure that you are ovulating and you are just giving your body the best chance at healing. Another thing that Sensitol is going to help with is improving your insulin sensitivity. So if you have insulin resistance and your body is just not using sugar appropriately, then this is going to be helpful for you. So again, this is Sensitol. I think out of all these supplements, I would really, really recommend this one. And that's everything that I have for you today. Those are the supplements that I'm currently using to manage my PCOS symptoms. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the description box below. I purposely didn't necessarily give you dosages because I'm not a doctor, but if you're curious about what dosage I use for any one of these ones, then let me know in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer you. As a reminder, this video is for educational purposes only, okay? Do not take me as your doctor. I really do encourage you to do your own research, educate yourself about PCOS. And the most important thing that I think I learned in this journey is the power of discipline and consistency. You have to be consistent. Once you have picked out which supplements you want to use, you want to do your research on them, figure out what is the right dosage for you, work with your doctor, work with a herbalist, whomever, work with your naturopathic doctor, because that's what I did, and figure out the best dosage for you. look at your blood work. Like, you don't have to be a doctor to be able to read blood work. It's going to tell you if something is normal or abnormal. If you look like you were in the abnormal, then we're trying to think about ways to make it normal. That's how you pick your supplements. So I hope this video was valuable to you. If you enjoy this kind of content, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that when I come up with new videos, you get to see it first. Again, thank you for stopping by. And if you like this video, then check out this next one. Bye-bye.